Hello everyone, this presentation is part of my master's degree in animal welfare, behaviour law and ethics at the University of Winchester for a module focusing on animal welfare issues and will aim to answer the question, is it ethical to own a brachycephalic dog breed? The answer to this question will be explored firstly through looking at how and why brachycephalic breeds have increased in popularity in recent years, and secondly by assessing the common health issues associated with these breeds, alongside secondary health and welfare issues including breeders, rescue centres, and overall ability to provide a good quality of life to these specific breeds, to ultimately reach a conclusion as to whether it is ethical to own and promote the ownership and breeding of these dog breeds. The term brachycephalic derives from the Greek terms brachy meaning short and cephalic meaning head, which is evidenced in the distinguishing features of these dog breeds, including a flattened or squashed facial appearance with narrowed nostrils and large bulging eyes. Despite this term being commonly associated with dogs, it is also used in relation to other animal species, including rabbits and cats with the same facial characteristics. The images on the slide highlight the difference in skull shape in dolichocephalic breeds such as the Shetland sheepdog shown in box A, mesocephalic breeds such as the Labrador retriever shown in box B, and brachycephalic breeds such as the bulldog in box C and the French bulldog in box D, highlighting the different extent to which these craniosqueletal features can be exaggerated. The shape of the skull of brachycephalic breeds is caused as a result of years of artificial selective breeding that is likely to have originally been selected for the phenotype for advantages it would provide within dogfighting, such as stronger jaws and thus a more powerful bite. However, it is also theorised these breeds were bred to create an infantile appearance, with round cheeks, large head, huge eyes, high forehead, thick and short extremities, and clumsy movements that are perceived as cute, and arouses the same positive emotions and nurture response that humans have towards human infants, a phenomenon described by Conrad Lorenz as the baby schema effect. It is difficult to conclusively state how many brachycephalic breeds there are due to crossbreeds and differentiations in definitions of what constitutes a brachycephalic breed. However, there are around 24 dog breeds, including most recognisably the pug, French bulldog, bulldog, and boxer. Over the past decade, there's been a significant increase of people owning brachycephalic dog breeds. In 2018, the French bulldog overtook the Labrador as the most popular dog breed in the UK, with over 36,000 new owner registrations recorded by the Kennel Club. In 2021, a record-breaking 57,074 French bulldogs were registered with the Kennel Club, a staggering 674% increase from 2013. Similarly, bulldog registrations had a significant increase of 167% in 2021 compared to 2013, with 14,403 recorded by the Kennel Club. Interestingly, other brachycephalic breed registrations such as the Pug, Chow Chow, King Charles Cavalier and Boxer have remained consistent over the years. However, the numbers registered are still in the thousands each year. A study by Packer et al. Found that brachycephalic breed owners were younger, more likely to live with children, and be buying their chosen breed for the first time. They also found that the fact that most highly influenced brachycephalic owners' decisions to buy their breed was appearance, followed by breed size suited to lifestyle, good dog breed for children, and good companion breed. Unfortunately, a lot of the desirable physical features of these breeds that influence people to purchase them are the same features that are causing an array of health issues. Animal organisations such as the British Veterinary Association have raised concerns that social media and advertising featuring these breeds may be contributing to their rise in popularity and ownership. Brachycephalic dogs are extremely popular on social media, particularly on Instagram, with 37.3 million posts using the French Bulldog hashtag, 23.9 million using the Pug hashtag, and 23.1 million using the Bulldog hashtag, totaling tens of millions of posts. There are also many Instagram accounts dedicated solely to these dog breeds, with some dogs becoming internet celebrities in of themselves, such as Doug the Pug, pictured on the left, who has amassed 3.7 million followers and posts pictures in different costumes and partaking in a variety of activities. Celebrities with brachycephalic dog breeds such as Reese Witherspoon and her French bulldog Pepper post images of their pets to millions of followers who idolise them and their lifestyle, which could influence fans to want to own similar dog breeds to emulate the lifestyle. New statistics from the British Veterinary Association's Voice of the Veterinary Profession survey highlights that 48% of vets believe their clients who chose to own brachycephalic breeds were swayed by social media, and 43% thought their clients were influenced by their celebrity idols. The president of the BVA also suggested the increase in ownership in brachycephalic breeds is influenced by celebrity endorsements and advertisements, and subsequently the BVA has targeted influencers and brands to stop using brachycephalic dogs in their hashtag #BreedToBreed campaign. Brachycephalic obstructive airway syndrome is common in flat-faced dogs and is caused by abnormalities in airways, including narrowed nostrils and elongation of the soft palate. The image below shows the difference in nostrils between the Shetland Sheepdog in box A, Labrador Retriever in box B, and French Bulldog in box C, highlighting how narrow the airways are in brachycephalic dog breeds compared to breeds with other skull shapes. This causes difficulties with breathing due to reduced airflow and ability to get oxygen into their lungs. There are some very obvious signs of this, including making a lot of noises like panting, snorting, or wheezing, even when they are resting, excessive panting and laboured breathing, and a blue or grey tinge to their gums, indicating lack of blood oxygen. This can also affect their ability to exercise normally and would have to take lots of rest breaks, and also their ability to sleep due to snoring, and they are at risk of their breathing stopping for brief periods while sleeping. The restrictions in airflow also make it difficult for brachycephalic dogs to thermoregulate efficiently, thus are at risk of overheating in warm weather, which could be life-threatening. Additionally, these shortened and narrowed airways could lead to secondary heart issues, as low oxygen into the bloodstream puts extra pressure on the heart, which also can be life-threatening. The majority of brachycephalic dogs have to deal with skin, ear, and or eye problems because of their deep fold of skin, primarily around their face as a result of their conformation. They are more prone to moisture and rubbing, and these folds create an environment in which bacteria and yeast can thrive that can lead to skin infections and irritation. For similar reasons, they also have a predisposition to ear infections, as this excess skin restricts airflow and they have narrow ear canals, both of which can be extremely painful and irritating to the dog. Furthermore, brachycephalic dogs are more prone to eye problems due to their protruding eyes that make them more susceptible to injury, ocular diseases, and eye corneas that can cause impaired vision or, worst case, loss of an eye, discharge, redness, cloudiness, and excessive watering. Their shallow eye sockets also mean they're unable to blink properly, as the surface of their eye is larger than their eyelid can protect, leading to dryness in areas of the cornea, which can also be worsened if there is contact with the cornea from the eyelashes or skin folds around the nasal area, causing further irritation. Research conducted by the Royal Veterinary College has found brachycephalic dog breeds are 25% more at risk of developing dental issues in comparison to other dog breeds with longer jaws. This is likely due to brachycephalic breeds having shorter jaws yet still having the normal 42 teeth of an adult dog, resulting in the overcrowding of teeth, promoting them to grow at odd angles, thus making it easier for food to get trapped in between teeth. This can also increase risk of tooth and gum decay, ulcers, and can cause difficulties eating and pain when closing their mouth. Secondary issues caused by dental issues linked to eating can lead to weight loss. Brachycephalic dogs, especially those with screw tails such as pugs, have an increased risk of abnormally shaped vertebrae. Unfortunately, these tail types are seen as cute and desirable, so they've been bred specifically to have them. The screw tail is caused by abnormally shaped vertebrae in the tail region that shorten the tail. However, can also lead to the formation of abnormally shaped vertebrae in other regions of the spine. The images on the left show 3D CT scans of dogs from the side, with the top image showing a normal vertebrae and the bottom image showing a brachycephalic dog with vertebrae abnormalities. These abnormalities can cause spinal issues such as compression of the spinal cord, cysts within the spine, and diseases in the disc between the spinal bones. If these problems do occur, they can result in paralysis in their back legs, causing incontinence as well. Signs of spinal cord disease are pain, wobbliness, weakness in the back legs, walking differently, and an abnormally shaped back. Brachycephalic breeds have a higher risk of having birthing issues, dystocia, due to their body conformation of a disproportionately large head, meaning the pup's head and shoulders are often too large to fit through the mother's birthing canal. Subsequently, many breeds require a caesarean section as they struggle to give birth naturally. A study found that for 86% of bulldogs, 81% of French bulldogs, and 92% of Boston Terriers required a caesarean. Dystocia, if untreated, can last up to 36 hours, and as time goes by, the mortality risk of both the pups and mothers increases. Emergency caesarean sections that are required when a pup gets stuck during labour also increase the mortality rate. However, planned or elective caesareans still pose welfare risks, such as respiratory problems from the use of anaesthesia. A new study has suggested the number of brachycephalic dog breeds being taken into UK rescue and rehoming centres has doubled in 3 years from 2015 to 2018, and this is expected to continue rising as the popularity and people purchasing brachycephalic dog breeds increases annually. Researchers have speculated that the reason brachycephalic breeds are being handed over to rescues and rehoming centres is because owners can't afford or don't want to pay for the veterinary treatment for their dog's chronic health issues and are choosing to pass a financial burden to charities instead. On average, these breeds are 3 to 4 years old when this occurs. Many dog owners purchase brachycephalic breeds with little consideration and research into their potential health issues. Data from the British Veterinary Association concludes that 75% of brachycephalic dog owners were unaware of potential health issues prior to choosing to own that breed, and also only 10% of current owners of brachycephalic dog breeds could identify breed-related health issues, highlighting the lack of research conducted by owners prior to and after deciding to care for one of these breeds. Despite there being many brachycephalic dogs available for adoption and this number continues to rise, most people are still choosing to purchase dogs from breeders. A study found that brachycephalic dog owners were more likely to purchase their dog from puppy selling websites, less likely to see either parent of the puppy, and less likely to ask to see health records and official documentation. Many dogs are bred in puppy farms in Eastern Europe in poor conditions and then imported to the UK after being sold via online platforms. Trend breeds such as many of the brachycephalic dog breeds gain popularity very quickly, so then many breeders will try to breed as many as quickly and cheaply as possible to supply for this demand and make a profit, meaning good welfare and providing sufficient care for the dogs is often not a priority. As previously discussed, the demand for French bulldogs has significantly risen in recent years. However, it is believed that only 30% of these dogs are from the UK, and 70% are imported from Eastern European countries, with many being imported illegally, meaning they are most likely not adhering to breeding regulations. These journeys from Eastern European countries can be extremely long and cause high levels of stress and welfare issues. So, to go back to the original question of this presentation and collate all the information presented, is it ethical to own a brachycephalic dog breed? Well, based on the array of health and welfare issues that are inherent with many of these breeds, as discussed throughout the presentation, I think the answer is ultimately no. It is not ethical to own a brachycephalic dog breed. One of the 5 welfare needs under the Animal Welfare Act 2006 is the need to be protected from pain, injury, suffering, and disease, and no matter how good of a dog owner you are, these breeds cannot be protected from this and are subject to health issues throughout their entire life because of the way they have been purposely bred. It could also be argued that the need to exhibit normal behaviour patterns also cannot be met, such as there being restrictions on these breeds' ability to exercise due to breathing problems or not being able to give birth normally and naturally like other dog breeds because of their body shape. I personally believe the only ethical way to own one of these breeds is through adoption, as you are not contributing to an increase in numbers of these breeds being bred and are not financially supporting breeders. Furthermore, as previously mentioned, most dogs within rescues are neutered or spayed, so there isn't a possibility of contributing to further breeding and populating of these breeds. As much as these dogs can make loving pets and are cute, it is not ethically fair for us to prioritise the characteristics we find desirable in a pet over whether they can have a good quality of life, and choose to keep breeding them knowing of all the health issues they are being bred to have. So, how can you make a difference? Firstly, adopt and don't shop. And this applies for every dog breed, not just brachycephalic dog breeds. There are thousands of dogs currently in rescues waiting to be adopted by a loving home, and by choosing to adopt, you are changing and potentially saving an animal's life. By adopting, you are also not supporting breeders and contributing to pet overpopulation. You are instead supporting a charity that prioritises animal welfare. It is also less expensive to adopt than buying from a breeder, and dogs in rescues will have already been spayed or neutered and received vaccination. Secondly, before buying any pet, do thorough research into the species and or breed and consider if you're going to be able to properly care for them and meet their needs. Also encourage friends and family who are considering getting a pet to do research first and do your best to educate them and provide information that will aid in their decision. Lastly, support and share campaigns to raise awareness of the welfare issues of owning a brachycephalic dog breed, like the RSPCA's Save Our Breath campaign and the BVA's Breed to Breathe campaign. I've included links in the description of this video to these campaigns. Unfortunately, many people do not understand the welfare implications of the breeding and ownership of brachycephalic breeds, so we must try and get them to realise to the best of our ability. I'd like to thank you for watching this presentation. As I mentioned in the previous slide, I will include links to campaigns and websites regarding information on campaigns so you can get involved. All my references used in this presentation are linked on the following slide if you would like to do some further reading, and I hope this has been useful and educational.